Hello YouTube, welcome to the first ever episode of Crypto Finance. Today I would like to share with you my thoughts on whether or not Bitcoin is in a bubble. Before we can answer this question, we must be able to first define what a bubble is. Personally, a market bubble for me is when the price of the financial asset is so high that it can never be justified by its fundamentals, not even when assumed the best case scenario. And based on this very own definition that I have for a market bubble, I do not believe that Bitcoin is in a bubble. To look at the best case scenario for Bitcoin, I would actually share the same thinking as Tom Lee, one of the most famous fund managers. Tom Lee recently went on CNBC and he basically said that the price of Bitcoin will reach to as high as $25,000 in 5 years. And Tom's rationale behind his thinking is that if only Bitcoin could capture as little as 5% of the global gold market cap, it would actually be priced at $25,000. And personally, I actually do not think that valuation is outrageous. I actually believe that is pretty much attainable, given the fact that most of the younger folks that I talk to, they tend to look at Bitcoin as the new gold or the digital gold. So I do not see why Bitcoin cannot capture at least 5% of the global gold market cap in the near future. As a result, I do not think that Bitcoin is in a bubble. However, I do understand why some people might disagree with me on this. Recently, I just saw Ray Dalio's interview where he was asked about Bitcoin, and Ray Dalio actually said that Bitcoin is in a bubble, and his rationale behind his thinking that Bitcoin is in a bubble is due to the fact that Bitcoin itself is not an effective medium of exchange. In other words, it's hard for people to buy things using it. And on this note, I do not disagree with Ray Dalio at all. But here's what I think Ray got it all wrong. And you have to understand that I have the utmost respect for Ray Dalio. I actually am a big fan of him. But here's the thing. The price of Bitcoin, for it to get to $25,000 a piece, it does not have to be an effective medium of exchange. In other words, people do not need to be able to buy things using it. Rather, Bitcoin must be able to store its value for its holders. It must be something like gold, where the person who buys it can expect his or her wealth to be stored in gold. And I believe that Bitcoin can do that and is already doing a good job of that. If you look at the price of Bitcoin over its short history of its existence, you will see that it has risen so much in value over the past few years. And that is because the supply of Bitcoin cannot be more than 21 million Bitcoins. It has a very limited supply. And as the demand for Bitcoin continues to go up, because people can use Bitcoin as a way to transfer money cross borders efficiently and cheaply, I continue to see the use of Bitcoin to be more and more, for it to getting more mainstream as each passing years. whereas its supply can never keep up with its demand. And as a result, the price of Bitcoin will continue to rise over the next few years. So that is my thought why I do not think Bitcoin is in a bubble. What do you think? I would love to hear from you, so please share your comments below. And I'm looking forward to sharing my thoughts, ideas, and any research I have done on the world of crypto finance. Until next time, take care.